How did you meet?
We met in a bar.
I've seen that on film before, and I'm not a fan.
Now, who's the director here?
I did a goofy face.
If you don't know me, I'm Megan, and this is Megan BTV. You guys, I am so excited for today's video. I did a poll on my Instagram asking what kind of video you guys wanted to see next. And there was this overwhelming response that you wanted to get love advice from my parents. If you don't know Marty and Cheryl, they've been married 36 years. I think I got that right, 36. Which to me is such a huge accomplishment. I feel like I'm always asking them for advice in terms of just relationships and getting through certain things. And I feel like a lot of people my age who are married are trying to navigate the same trials that they went through. So I figure why not share the wealth, share the knowledge that they have. I asked you guys for questions on my Instagram. You gave me some really good ones. We had so much fun filming this. So here it is, love advice from my parents.
So I was supposed to go on a double date with another couple, and at the last minute got stood up. And I wasn't gonna go because I didn't want to be a third wheel, and they talked me into going, and that's when I met Marty.
I went up to the bar to talk to Cheryl's friend Lori, and turned around, and Cheryl and I were face to face, and we've been together ever since.
When you first met each other, did you think you had met the one?
Absolutely.
What is your favorite thing to do together?
Go to Blue Oyster Cult concerts.
No. Go to visit our children and spend time with our children and together.
List the number one most important thing to keep a healthy marriage.
Well, I would say, for me, top on the list would be communication and trust. You know, I mean, and that sometimes trust comes with time, but I felt like right away we could trust each other. And I think if you have open communication and are honest with each other, you know, everything else pretty much falls into place.
To have the most rewarding relationship, you need to be intentional about making it the most important thing to you in your life. And if you both do that, then you'll have a long-lasting relationship.
What is your best non-cliche marriage advice?
Have each other's back, and to not diss each other in public or around your friends or family, to lift them up and brag about them or be an example.
Okay, Mom.
Ditto.
Okay. How do you work through arguments in a healthy way?
I would say probably first and foremost is to try not to get super angry, you know, and kind of keep the anger down, and then talk about it, what's bothering you, or vice versa, but not yelling and getting angry about it. And that sometimes is hard when you're really upset. But you kind of, you know, figure that out as you go along.
And be intentional about not holding a grudge, to letting it go.
Yeah.
You know, to have the dispute or argument intentionally have a conclusion. To agree with each other that regardless of whether we get what we want, we're going to settle this, and we're going to do it as quickly as we can and put it behind us, and not be mad at each other for days over whatever issue it is.
And try to solve it and figure it out, not let it linger, like you said, you know, and not go to bed still feeling angry.
What was the most challenging aspect of your marriage in the beginning?
Cheryl was more ready to make a home and think about having kids and cultivate our relationship, and I still had one foot in the door of the bars and that scene and running around with my friends, and I didn't put her first like I should have, and I would say that is the best marital advice I can ever give, is that your spouse should be number one.
What is the key to patience in a relationship?
If one of you are more patient than the other, perhaps the less patient person could kind of feed off of the others and try to learn from them and ask them how they're patient, and, you know, be each other's best supporter and teacher. You know, we all have things to teach each other, and, you know, I have strengths and Cheryl has strengths that I don't have, and, you know, I've become such a better person in the past 37 years than I was then, because of I've tried to absorb it from her instead of turning her into, you know, what I was.
Do you still get butterflies?
You know, not the same kind of butterflies
No.
that you get when you're 25, you know.
Mom said no.
You know.
No, but you get, you know, I get excited to come home at the end of the day to see him, and, you know, I think he does the same. But it's not like the butterflies in your stomach like when you very first meet.
I can remember a time recently where I walked into a banquet room, and it was at one of Cheryl's high school reunions, and she walked into the room, and I felt like that we were the only two people in the room. To me, that's butterflies.
Does love really endure all things?
Yes.
If it's no matter what, it's no matter what. And we have that kind of love.
Yeah.
And I know that with all my being that
Yeah.
Cheryl's not going to jeopardize our relationship, and we'll be together forever.
The secret of marriage is to be open to one another, love one another whether they make mistakes, love one another even when you don't think there is much there, and he helps me, I help him. That's the bottom line, helping each other through life. And we're 83, and we're showing our age.
Are they not the cutest? They're just the cutest. I love them so much. I just want to give a huge shout out to them. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being a part of this video. I know that it'll probably help a lot of my friends, and just give them some advice. And when my man's pissing me off, I'll just pull this video up for years to come, and I'm gonna cherish it. So thank you to my parents. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.